What's good, YouTube? It's your boy OCG with another obscure chip. But before we proceed, guys, this is not financial advice. All I'm showing you is what I've discovered and a potential gem. Now let's get into this gem called Wells Candy Token. This is their Twitter account, okay? And this is their Wells Candy. See? The official Twitter page for the Wells Candy Token cryptocurrency project that is on the BSC blockchain. Yes, they're on BSC, but they're going to Pulsechain as well. As you can see, it says Pulsechain and BSC mainnet. Okay, let's see how active they are. 27. All right, 2 hours ago. Okay, they replied to CZ. Alrighty. Okay, they seem pretty active. Now let's get into the website. Okay, nice looking website. wellscandypls.com. This is the website. Let's scroll down. Very colorful. I like. And by the way, the team is doxed. This is something that I'm sure you guys are concerned about, because that's something I'm concerned about. There's a face to this project. It's not anonymous. So that's interesting. Wells Candy staking APR is 100% a year. Secure smart contract design rewards long-term stakers with the biggest rewards. Mint your own rewards. No hardware, electricity, or a middleman. Deflationary tokenomics. And their audit. Okay, there you go. Audit summary. Wells Candy Smart Contract Audit Report. Solidity Finance. You guys can come and check this out. See, all this here. So you guys can come check this page out. Let's go back to the website. Our socials, Twitter. They have Telegram. 487 members. 59 are online right now. They have a YouTube channel. Let's go to videos. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the dev right here. You guys can go check the video out. They also have Discord. Okay, they Discord have 166 members. This is a brand new project, guys. You know, I love a project with a face to it. It says get started in 4 steps. You guys know about MetaMask. Buy PLS coins. You can buy Pulsechain coins by bridging wrap assets from Ethereum to Pulsechain and then trading those wrap assets for PLS on the PulseX DEX or buy PLS coins from a centralized exchange. Click how to buy PLS at the menu bar above to read on the recommendations on acquiring Pulsechain coins. Enter auction lobby. The best way to acquire Wells Candy tokens for the best rate is by acquiring them through the auction lobby. You can read about how our auction lobby works in our doc page above. You can also purchase Wells Candy tokens on PulseX DEX. Earn staking rewards. Participants of the Wells Candy protocol can begin earning staking rewards of 100% APR. Okay now, users can check or begin staking by clicking on the staking tab above. All payouts are paid on the WC tokens and are subjected to the market value of WC tokens. I like what I hear so far. Wells Candy is unique. Scalable liquidity. The auction lobby incentivizes users to put PLS coins in return for great rates of Wells Candy tokens. This helps us grow our liquidity pool over time, as 70% of all auction lobby contributions go to the WC/PLS liquidity pool on PulseX DEX. Deflationary tokenomics. The Wells Candy smart contract has a function that is triggered at the end of each auction lobby day that burns a percentage of the tokens held in the liquidity pool. This burn percent can range anywhere from 1% to 100%, but on an average will be between 1% to 10%. This burn has direct positive impact on the value of WC tokens as it removes PLS and WC tokens, burns the WC tokens, and uses the PLS to create a buyback order, and burns the WC token it gained from the buyback order. Wells Candy removes middleman. Similar to Hex, Wells Candy is finalized product that runs completely on smart contracts and has public functions that anyone can trigger, such as the daily burn function. The initial creators will support the project, but even if the initial creators are MIA, the smart contract will run forever and perform its job as intended. Users can stake and mint Wells Candy directly from their EVM supported wallet, and no one can take them away from you. As long as you have your private keys, you own your WC. 100% staking APR. Wells Candy rewards those who lock up their tokens for future rewards over time. Delayed gratification. Those who have it are the ones most likely to benefit the most from the Wells Candy project. Wells Candy has a staking APR of 100%. Once a stake begins, the initial deposit could be considered as burned. The user will begin to earn 1% a day for 200 days. 100 days equal 100%, which could be considered your initial token deposit. The locking of supply can also have a positive impact on the value of the overall token and can lead to a quicker ROI time. Interesting. More stakes, more value. Each stake a user creates will a 2 USDC fee. What? This don't make no sense right here. Each stake a user creates will a 2 USDC fee per week, and this is per stake. The fee is used to buy back and burn Wells Candy tokens on PulseX. The more users and stakes that is created, the more fees that are generated, and the more buyback and burns that will happen on the WC token. These buybacks and burns will have a positive impact on the value of WC. What is Wells Candy? Wells Candy is a PRC20 token that combines both inflationary, deflationary, and staking tokenomics to create the biggest economic experiment in DeFi. How do I buy? You guys already know that. Come on. You have a MetaMask, make sure you have Pulse or DAI, whatever it is, and you go to the PulseX DEX. What is staking APR? We already went through that already. What are the staking details? When a user stakes their WC tokens, they will receive 1% a day for 365 days, and this is based on the deposit amount. Example, if user A stakes 10,000 tokens, they will receive 100 tokens a day for 365 days. In 100 days, the user should receive 100% of the initial deposit amount, and the rest of the 265 days is what makes up the 265% APR. The WC team cannot predict the USD value of the WC tokens. However, if the price of WC tokens appreciates over time due to the burn and buyback function, the ROI in terms of the USD value of the user's deposits could be quicker, and the opposite is true if the value of the tokens decreases. Are there any staking fees? Let's see. When a user stakes their WC tokens, they must pay $2 USDC every week per stake. This means that if a user has 3 active stakes, their weekly USDC fee would be $6 USDC. This USDC is not going into the hands of the developer, but instead going into the liquidity pool contract that will use to buy back and burn WC tokens. A percentage of all the USDC collected through these fees may also go to our other ecosystems and projects. What is the daily burn rate? The WC smart contract allows the developer to adjust the daily burn rate to range of 1% to 100%. However, we will initially keep the burn rate at around 1 to 4% daily and monitor the growth of the token at these burn rate. How do I pay the weekly maintenance fees? In order to pay the weekly maintenance fees, you must hold the exact amount of USDC in your wallet that the contract is asking you to pay for that week. If you do not have the USDC in your wallet, you will get an error upon trying to claim your dividends. Are there any buy and sell fees? There is a 15% buy fee, and this fee is to prevent bots from draining liquidity and to also encourage users to participate in the auction lobby. There is no fees on selling tokens on the PulseX. Is the dev team doxed? Yes. Frank Colo, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Frank is the head developer behind the Wells Candy project. You can check out some of our videos on our official YouTube channel. So there you go, guys. That was him on the YouTube channel. So far, I like what I hear. Okay, let's not forget the white paper. I'm sure everything that's on the website that I just read is on the white paper as well, but let's check it out. White paper, Wells Candy, introduction. Wells Candy is a PRC20 token on Pulsechain and is inspired by Hex. Read that already. We read the auction lobby, staking details, maintenance fees. Let's see, there is a $2 USDC fee. Yes, we read that already. Okay, let's see what else. If you do not claim and a new week arrives, your fee will be $4 USDC. A user cannot claim until the fee is paid. The USDC is not paid to the developers, but instead used to buy back and burn Wells Candy tokens from the PulseX DEX. Yes, we read that. No middleman, 100% smart contract operated. We read that. Buy and sell tax. We read that as well. Oh, another thing that the dev mentioned, one thing that isn't specifically mentioned in the white paper is the Wells Candy team already has a treasury of over $130,000 that is earning yield on Pulsechain right now that is going to be supporting the project. Okay, guys? Like I said, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I've discovered that has potential. But this is wellscandypls.com. Come check it out for yourself. They have a Twitter account. This is the contract, Solidity Finance. You know, if you know how to read contracts, come check it out as well. They have a YouTube. So do your research and due diligence. And from there, you can make your decision. All I need you guys to do is like and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.
So hello everyone and thanks for tuning in. My name is Frank Kulo and in today's video I want to talk about the Wells Candy project and especially about its security features. And I will explain you why a rug pull cannot occur in this project. And as you as crypto investors know, a rug pull is kind of the worst case scenario that can happen with your crypto investment. So first about my background, I am a senior blockchain developer from Germany and I have developed a numerous amount of blockchain projects, tokens and contracts and such as Jungle Swap, Moonrock Finance or the Moon Bridge. You may have not heard of those projects because there are so many projects out there. But the point is that all of those projects were technically 100% safe and nothing like a rug pull ever occurred here. So back to the Wells Candy token, it's kind of the most decentralized projects ever, and that's also a reason why a rug pull cannot happen. So I want to talk about the rug pulls, different possibility of rug pulls, to show you or to explain you why this is impossible in the Wells Candy project. So one of the kind of most common ways of a rug pull is that the developer or a person has 100% access to the LP tokens. You know, the LP tokens are basically there to hold the liquidity of the token, which makes the token tradable. Of course, as an investor, you want that a token can be traded. If it's not tradable, you know, you cannot earn, you cannot buy, you cannot sell. So the most common form of LP tokens hold two tokens. I just show you the cake LPs as example because, yeah, kind of everybody knows Pancake Swap. A Pancake LP, like I said, consists of two tokens. One would be the, in this case, Whales Candy token, and the other token is usually a high value token. Very many cases it is BNB on the Binance Smart Chain. So the point is that if the LP token is held by one person, by one wallet, this person would always be able to withdraw both tokens, and the other holders would not be able to trade this token anymore. Okay, so one method to avoid this is to use a token locker contract. So the project owner or the developer, after giving liquidity, makes sure that his tokens are sent to a token locker and that they are locked for a certain amount of time, so no one can have access to those tokens during this time. Another very simple and fast method is just to send the LP tokens after forming them to the burn address or to the dead address, which causes that no one ever can have access to them. The third case is the case that we used in the Whales Candy token, is that the LP tokens are held by the token contract itself. As you can see, we have the Whales Candy. It's a test contract, by the way, so this is not the token you should buy or trade. This will be a different deployment. So we are here on the Whales Candy, and we can see that it's holding one token, and this one token is a Pancake LP. Like I already clicked on it before, we can check out the contract and for example also check out the holders, and can see that there's only one holder, which is the contract, and another holder, which is the null address, but that's not relevant. That's just for the background system of everything's working fine. Alright, so the third method, like I said, is the case that we have in the Whales Candy, is that the token is holding this LP tokens, and you can not withdraw those tokens, which we can look at the code. By the way, the code is verified, so you can even have a look at it now. And we see in the right contract section, we see that there's no function available that would allow to withdraw any token from the contract. Only the contract itself can manage the LP tokens, which is also the case in the Whales Candy. That's why it's essential that the Whales Candy token holds all the LPs. All right, but even if the token are in token locker or the token are in the burn address, or the token are in the LP token are in the token itself, there is another chance to do a rug pull. How can this happen? It is by minting tokens. So if the token has a minting function that can publicly be called, and for example can be called by the developer, this is a high risk. And basically what happens there is the developer or the owner can mint as many tokens as he wants, and would be able to dump a huge amount of tokens into the market and cause a tremendous price fall. And to avoid this, very simple also, what we also practiced in the Whales Candy contract is we have no mint function in this contract. So as you can go through the functions here again, you will not find any mint function that can be called from anyone other than the contract. The contract itself can do this. Alright, so these two things combined, the LP token is held by the contract and there is no minting function, already avoid the most significant or the most frequently occurring cases of rug pulls. A third way of a rug pull would be that we have an upgradable proxy, or in general an upgradable contract that would allow to change certain parts or pieces of the contract, which then would result in the possibility of a security lack and of a potential rug pull. And we have none of those. The Whales Candy is not an upgradable proxy and not upgradable in a way that would allow the token to be rug pulled or a rug pull to happen. So the code of the token, like I said before, can be viewed by anyone, and this is a test deployment. This code is currently being reviewed by an auditing company, and the final deployment, that is going to be the token contract and the contract in general that is going to be used in the project, will of course also be verified like this one, and you can compare this code to the code that the auditors had. And always when you do something like this, when you compare the codes, when you check the codes yourself, then be sure that they are the same as the one which was provided to the contract auditors. And of course the contract need to be verified to be sure. If the contract code is not verified, do not invest in a project, because basically there can be anything in the code and it's very simple to rug pull this project or to take your money basically.